Today, I want to talk to you about something that goes beyond what you see when you look in the mirror. Today, I'm not just going to talk to you about your face, or your physical appearance, or how others see you. Today, I want to take you to a much deeper place, your heart. Because according to this very powerful verse, Proverbs 27:19, as water reflects the face, so a man's heart reflects a man. In other words, if water can faithfully show us our outward image, there is also something inside of us that shows us who we really are, and that something is the heart. This verse invites us to look inward, to recognize that, although we may make up our words, disguise our intentions, or pretend before the world, our heart always reveals the truth. So today I want us to reflect together. What does your heart reflect? What kind of person are you really? Imagine a calm lake, a clean surface, no ripples, no noise. If you stand in front of it, you will clearly see your image reflected, your eyes, your mouth, your expression. The water does not lie. It shows you as you are. But now imagine that the water is murky, full of leaves, mud, or movement. Your image is distorted. You can no longer see clearly who you are. So it is many times with our heart. When it is filled with bitterness, resentment, selfishness, or lies, it no longer reflects who we really are to others or to ourselves. The comparison is simple but powerful. Water may show us our physical face, but our heart shows us who we are in essence. What we think, what we value, what we love, what we fear. These are all part of our heart's content. Have you ever felt that you are acting in life? That you're smiling when you're actually sad? That you're saying, "I'm fine," when you're really not? Many times, we create an external image that doesn't correspond to what we feel inside. But the heart does not deceive. It always tells the truth. It may be hurt, tired, closed, but it always reveals who you really are. So if you want to know who you are, you should not ask others what they think of you, or how much money you have, or how many achievements you have made. You should ask yourself, what is in my heart? Your heart defines you. For as Proverbs says, so a man's heart reflects a man. It's not your titles, or your possessions, or your relationships that define you. It's what's inside you. It's what you feed day in and day out. It's what you choose to allow to live inside you. Sometimes we think we are good, but we don't know what's inside. The heart can deceive us, but there are ways to discover what's inside. 1. Observe your actions. Are your deeds the mirror of your heart? Are they good? Do you help others? Do you live with integrity? Or do you act out of self-interest, indifference, or insensitivity? 2. Listen to your words. What comes out of your mouth reveals what's inside. Do you speak with love, kindness, and hope? Or do you tend to criticize, belittle, hurt with your comments? 3. Evaluate your motives. Why do you do what you do? Do you seek to serve, to help, to bless? Or do you simply seek to be recognized, to be valued, to be seen well? 4. Review your priorities. What do you spend time thinking about? What do you deeply desire? Does your heart yearn for peace, justice, love? Or do you seek passing pleasures, fame, control? Life is also like a mirror. Through it, we gradually see who we are. In every decision, in every reaction, in every silence, in every choice, our heart is revealed. When someone hurts you and you respond with forgiveness, it reveals a generous heart. When you face a difficult trial and decide to keep the faith, that reveals a strong heart. When you see someone in need and decide to help them, that reveals a compassionate heart. So don't just go by what others say about you. Watch how you act, how you react, how you think. For S, the water reflects the face, so the heart of man reflects man. And the heart does not lie. No one has a perfect heart. We all have blemishes, scars, wounds, mistakes. But thank God, He doesn't leave us that way. His grace is enough to cleanse us, transform us, and give new life to our heart. No matter what you have done, no matter how you have acted until today, you can start over. You can decide today to leave the old behind and start building a new heart. One that is not dominated by resentment, anger, fear, or lie. A heart that seeks truth, love, peace, and kindness. Cleansing the heart begins with recognizing it, accepting that there are things inside you that need to change, with asking for help, allowing yourself to heal, with making small but constant decisions that lead you to be better every day. Within us lives something greater than ourselves. There are not only emotions, thoughts, or instincts. There is a place where consciousness, intuition, spiritual sensitivity dwell. And that place is the heart. When you hear that inner voice telling you, this is not right, or you must forgive, or change your way of thinking, that is your heart speaking. It is the place where truth is born. It is where the deepest values resonate. And if you open your heart, if you make room for love, for hope, for mercy, then you will see how you begin to reflect the best of yourself. You will see how you begin to live with authenticity, with purpose, with light. Many times we believe that we are the only ones who can know our heart. But this is not so. The people who are close to you, who live with you, who observe your gestures, your silences, your decisions, they also see your heart. Your children, your parents, your friends, your co-workers, even strangers who cross your path. They see reflected in you what is inside you. Not because you are transparent, but because your heart always ends up coming to the surface. So, if you want to be a good influence, if you want to make a difference, if you want to be a trustworthy person, start by taking care of your heart. Feed it with love, with truth, with kindness. For as Proverbs says, as water reflects the face, so a man's heart reflects a man. And the purer your heart, the clearer the reflection you project to the world. Building a strong heart is no easy task. It requires patience, perseverance, self-knowledge, and humility. But it is possible. Start by making a list of what you want to cultivate within yourself: love, patience, faithfulness, honesty, joy, kindness. Then make another list of what you want to leave behind: resentment, pride, impatience, lies, manipulation, selfishness. Each day, make choices that strengthen the former and weaken the latter. Speak differently. Think differently. Act different. Allow yourself to be wrong, but don't allow yourself to stay there. Get up. Keep moving forward. Build. A strong heart is not one that never fails, but one that always learns, that always changes, that always wants to improve. Your heart is like a seed. It needs to be watered, protected, nurtured. If you don't take care of it, it will wither. If you nurture it with good, it will flourish. What are you watering in your heart today? Are you feeding it with positive thoughts, with healthy relationships, with noble dreams? Or are you filling it with rumors, with complaints, with envy, with negativity? Remember, what you sow in your heart, you will reap in your life. Sow love, and you will receive love. Sow kindness, and you will be blessed with kindness. Sow peace, and you will have peace. For as the water reflects the face, so the heart of man reflects man. And if your heart is pure, your life will be pure. Have you ever said something that you later deeply regretted? Have you had words that hurt, that wounded, that destroyed, that wasn't just a slip of the tongue? It reflected what was in your heart, because what we say doesn't come from nowhere. It comes from within. From what we keep, from what we feel, from what we think. Therefore, if you want to speak with love, you must first have a heart full of love. If you want to speak with kindness, you must first feel kindness inside you. Do not blame others for how they make you feel. Rather, ask, what is it in me that makes me react like this? What is it inside me that makes me speak like this, act like this, think like this? If you've come this far, maybe it's because you feel that something in you needs to change. Maybe you're tired of acting in a way that doesn't represent you. Maybe you want to be better, but you don't know where to start. Let me tell you this. You can change. It's not too late. It doesn't matter how long you've lived with a hardened, hurt, or empty heart. Today is the day to start over. Start by acknowledging what's inside you. Confess what you don't like. Forgive what hurts. Ask for help. Seek companionship. Find motivation. And little by little build a new heart. For as Proverbs 27:19 says, as water reflects the face, so a man's heart reflects a man. And if you decide to work on your heart, you will see how your life begins to change. There is something beautiful about a person who lives with an open heart. She is not perfect, but she is real. He doesn't have all the answers, but he seeks to do the right thing. He doesn't always act right, but he recognizes his mistakes and picks himself up. A person with an authentic heart doesn't need to pretend. He doesn't need to appear more than he is. She does not need to hide her emotions. She lives from truth, from love, from the desire to be better. And that is admirable. That inspires, that motivates, because we all want to find people like that. We want to surround ourselves with sincere hearts, with people who are what they show, who don't have a double face, who don't live a lie. So if you want to be a person who makes a difference, start by being authentic. Start by opening your heart. Start by letting the truth that is inside you shine through. Every morning is a new opportunity to start. It doesn't matter how your day ended yesterday, or how your week went, or what happened in your past. Today is a new day, and today you can choose what kind of heart you want to have. You can choose not to carry the pain of yesterday. You can choose not to repeat the same mistakes. You can choose not to let fear control your decisions. You can choose not to be silent when you must speak. You can choose not to silence your heart. For as Proverbs 27:19 says, "As water reflects the face, so a man's heart reflects a man." And if you decide today to have a new heart, you will see how your life begins to shine with a different light. Did you like this content? Subscribe to the channel and receive every deep teachings, inspiring stories and biblical reflections that will strengthen your faith. Don't miss anything.